Lesson 5C, Exercises 5 and 6.
Good afternoon. I'm standing in a park in New York City in the USA, Flushing Meadows Park to be precise. And about 15 meters below my feet, below the ground, is a time capsule. That's a metal container with various interesting things inside. This time capsule was buried in 1939, and to talk about it, I'm joined by Harvard Professor of Linguistics, Henry Wolfson.
Good afternoon.
Hi, thanks for joining us. Now, first of all, who buried this time capsule all those years ago in 1939?
Well, it was a group of engineers from a big company here in New York called the Westinghouse Electric and Manufacturing Company.
So why did they bury it? And why did they do it then?
Well, they buried it in 1939 because that year, in New York, there was a World Fair, an international celebration of human achievement and technology. In fact, there was another World Fair in New York in 1964, and they buried a second time capsule that year too, in the same place.
So, we're standing above two time capsules.
That's right. Well, anyway, the point of a time capsule is that you bury certain things that give a picture of what the world is like and what life is like for the people who live in it. The idea is, when people in the future dig up the time capsule and look inside, they'll learn a lot about the world of the people who buried it.
When will that be?
When will the capsule be opened? Not until the year 6939. That's 5,000 years exactly after it was buried. Both the time capsules, the 1939 capsule and the 1964 capsule, will be opened that year.
I see. Now, this first time capsule, what did it contain?
Lots of things. Firstly, they put 35 small items inside the capsule, everyday items, to give an idea of life in the 20th century. For example, they included a pen, an alarm clock, a watch, a doll, a baseball, and even a packet of cigarettes. Secondly, they included lots of different materials, glass, rubber, plastic, metal, and so on, to show which materials humans had discovered or invented by 1939.
Right. So this isn't a small capsule then. It's quite big.
The capsule is 229 centimeters long, and it's long and thin, like a giant pen.
Oh, okay. So what else is inside?
Well, there's lots of cultural information. Books, magazines, news bulletins, messages from famous people, like Albert Einstein and so on. They're all on special film, with instructions on how to view them.
Yes, I suppose in 5,000 years' time, technology will be very different. They might not know what film is.
They probably won't. And in fact, they probably won't understand the books and magazines anyway, because the English language, if it still exists, will be very different.
Different in what way?
In every way. Vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar. Languages change, even in the space of a few hundred years. 5,000 years is a very long time. So the time capsule contains a complete guide to the grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation of 20th century English.
I see. But do you know what occurs to me? What happens if everybody just forgets about the capsule?
That's an excellent question. And the people who buried the time capsule thought of that. So they wrote a special book about the time capsule called The Book of Record and sent it to museums and libraries all around the world. In the year 6939, somebody, somewhere, will find a copy of the book, probably a digital copy, and learn about the time capsule in Flushing Meadows Park.
Interesting. Thank you, Professor.